Gotta love summertime. Welcome back to the channel today, guys. We're going to be swapping out the shocks on the Fox body. We have a set in. They wasn't super expensive, so like I said, budget is the key. And these were, I think about 40 bucks, I believe. Could have been a little bit more, a little bit less. I can't remember. I've had them for a week or two now. So what we're going to do today, we are going to install them on the 88 GT. Go ahead and swap these out. There's really nothing wrong with these. I'll probably just hang on to them, not chunk them, because I know they're still good. These struts we're going to toss because one of them was bad. So we got that. We're fixing to take the shock out. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, click that post notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we upload another video. After we get these shocks installed, I believe we're going to try to install the portion valve, get that installed, and at the end of the video we are going to show the set of calipers that we're going to be running. Some of you might be butthurt about it, so probably wouldn't be expecting me to run this style, but we will see. Alright, let's get into it. Here where we got the shock installed. I actually had to reuse the grommets off of the bushings off of the other shock because these were too thick. Probably could have cut them and used them, but that right there worked. The bushings were still in good shape, and as you can see, here's the old shock and there's the new shock. Now all we got to do is just get our bolts, which we have out here in the sun drying, because we just put a little coat of paint on it, and they should be good and dry now in this warm sun. Matter of fact, they're warm sitting in my hand. And by the way, guys, this is the first time the car has actually been opened up, and oh god, it's been months. So let's get this bolt back in here. See if I can't get you guys a little better here. There we go. Now let's get pushed up. Slide a bolt through. Got a nut on the back side. Let's get this thing tightened up. to get swapped around here. And there we go, there's one. So we got our new shock on. Alright guys, we got a 7/16 line wrench. I'm going to slide it over right here. I think what we're going to do first though, I think we're going ahead and put our ends in our proportion valve adjuster. Let's go ahead and get those installed. Because I'm trying to minimize the brake fluid that would get spilled all over the car, because like I said, I do not want to get any of it on the engine bay paint, because I do not want to have to paint it over again. Alright, got that side in. Let's go ahead and get this side in. It's all self-explanatory, in and out. Took a while to get the engine bay prepped for paint. That's why I don't want to screw it up. Okay, we got our AM fittings in. So we're going to grab our 1/2 inch, 7/16, and see if we can't get this thing broke loose. Been on here since '88, so been a long time. Let me go ahead and see if I can get the other side cracked loose. There we go. Got them both cracked loose. See if we can't get this thing swapped out in a hurry. Like I said, I don't want to get the fluid all over the engine bay of the car. Car has been sitting for November, be 2 years, so the line shouldn't be dry. We'll loosen this side up some. That side's undone, and that side's undone. So we're going to take our little coupling out. Slide our inside on. And it looks like we may have to do a little bit of some bending here to get this thing to fit. Slide it that way as far as it'll go. Bent down enough. Get it in there. Bend that up just a little bit. A little bit more bending. Alright, we got it screwed in now. Get it kind of level there, and then we'll start tightening everything up. So, see if we can't get it We'll put it on here straight as we possibly can to make it look nice, neat. So we'll put it right about there somewhere. As you can see, I got a vacuum line right there broke, and that's from my youngest daughter, who likes to come out here with me and help Daddy in the shop. But you have to keep your eye on her. If not, stuff like this happens. So, but it's all good. We can always replace that. Just a simple fact of her getting out here with me. It's fun. Just to interact with him. So we're going to get her snug down. Oh. Okay. Make sure everything feels good and tight. And there we go, guys. Pull all this out. Like I said, just taking precautionary measures. And I'd say that right there looks pretty good. Hope you guys like that. Turned out really nice. Have it nice and tucked in. Right there. And there we go. We got our adjustable proportion valve installed. All right. So I know this wasn't the greatest today, because we did just change some shocks and put our adjustable proportion valve in, but hopefully that did help somebody out. Now, just a side note, I meant to mention in the last video when I installed the stuff here on the rear end. Now, of course, we have our plate on the back of the plate that's on the end of the axle tube. Now, what I forgot to mention is, when you get everything in, make sure you take you a washer and put in between this plate and your caliper bracket, and that just basically just to make sure that you get your rotor centered up with this bracket right here. I mean, you may need it, you may not, I'm not sure, but I just went ahead and put it in mine, and I eyeballed it and made sure it was center of the rotor, and everything looked good. Like I said, I have already done mocked all this stuff up before, so I did all that before final installation. We still got to get e-brake cables, and we need to look up a set of clutches for the rear end, so we still got to do that. But what I want to talk about right now is, you know, at the beginning of the video I said some of you guys are going to be butthurt on the calipers that I ended up using on the car. And I know you probably all, oh my God, he got him a set of Camaros, or he got him some Corvettes, or some of them there Hellcat demonized SRTs. But no, I did not, my friends. I stuck tried and true to the brand of the car. And of course, you know by now, when I said that, what do we all try to get when we want to fix up a Fox body and do the 5-low conversion? That's right, guys, we got our Cobras. We got 94 to 98 calipers. I got a notification that a guy had these up for sale. He had them on there. I asked him what he would take cash money that day. He sent me a reply. I had done set a budget for myself, and I was going to stick to that budget. If I couldn't get them for that, I wasn't going to get them, because I already got everything I needed for the PBRs that I got now. So he accepted my offer. So we ended up taking these bad boys right here home. We got brand new pads in them. We have new rebuild kits in both of them, which there was nothing wrong with them, but for how much a rebuild kit costs, guys, you might as well go ahead and rebuild them. And if you don't know how to rebuild a caliper, I got a video in my playlist on me rebuilding a PBR, which applies to just about every caliper. Some's different, you know, some not, but it's super easy to rebuild a caliper. It only costs a couple dollars. We got 2 rebuild kits. We got our pins, and we got our hydraulic hoses. We got all that through Rock Auto. Shipping and all wasn't but $33, guys. So that was pretty cheap, and we painted them, of course, stripped them and painted them. So the $33 and the paint and what I paid for these calipers, we actually have about $195 in this, guys. $195 in these calipers. That was everything I just mentioned. Now that's not counting the rotors. Of course, the rotors cost a little bit more. We're going to still run the rotors that we initially bought for the 99 to 04 calipers. There's no need of trying to find no Cobra rear calipers. I mean, as far as that goes, I can use this right here and just buy a Cobra bracket. And everybody think I got a set of Cobras, but my opinion don't really matter about that. But we're still going to be running the 99 to 04 calipers on the back. And like I said, we already have a complete set of rotors for the 99 to 04 and even brake pads. We got brand new front and back brake pads. We will hang on to these for spares in case something ever happens to the wife's calipers, rotors, anything. If we don't use the rotors, I'm just going to sell the rotors. Ain't no big deal. I can make some of my money back. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today. I hope, of course, we're not all super happy about watching somebody change out no shocks, but it's no big deal. Super easy. I just wanted to touch bases with you guys on the style of caliper that we're going to be running on front of the car. I know in my last video I mentioned that I will be talking about that, and as always, we're just waiting on parts to get here so we can continue on with the build. But as you can see, we pretty much got the back end buttoned up other than the emergency brake cable and putting the clutches in it. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, click that post notification bell so when I upload the video of me installing those Cobras, you guys will be right along for the ride. And I hope you enjoyed it today, guys. And that's all I got for you. It's time to go in the house, get a glass of water, and get cooled off. So thanks for watching, guys.